Hello, good yo-yo people. I'm Nate. I'm a sponsor player by Squared YoYos, and this is another episode of Nate Reviews Yo-Yos. Today, I have the privilege of reviewing the DLRN, if that's how you pronounce it, by SF Yo-Yos. This is my review of the DLRN. Alright, this is the in the hand section. As usual, what does it actually feel like in the hand before I throw it? You will find in the description box of this video everything about myself, where to find me on Instagram and things like that. That's my primary social media, as well as my sponsored information and everything there, as well as the specs for the DLRN here and everything about SF yo-yos and where you might buy one of these in the future. This yo-yo has not been out for very long. And it is as you can guess, made from DLRN plastic. It is machined. It came in both white and black. That's the standard for DLRN. I'm not sure if they have plans of dyeing any of the white ones at all, but this is the standard ones that came in. Came in 4 different options whenever I bought mine. That might change in the future, but we have the black on black with the black hubs. So this is anodized aluminum hubs here, or black with clear, or white with black, or white with clear. In the hand, it actually models after the SF, their original yo-yo, also the SF SS, which is their bimetal version of the same sort of shape. So they took the same shape, which is a great V shape here, and put it into the DLRN shape here. Had to adapt some things, just like they had to adapt for the SS, but it's generally the same shape. It's a little bit wider, though, I noticed, so it's a little bit wider, which is good, I think, maybe. It's very comfortable in the hand, has a very similar feeling as the SS and the SF, of course, because of that V shape. Really comfortable, straightforward design, nothing crazy, nothing super unique, but really comfortable and huge gap. Really going to be great for a lot of horizontal type tricks, and also really just comfortable in the hand. The hub design on this DLRN definitely has a really nice finger spin, intentionally finger spinning, centering sort of hub there that's been machined to do that. It has kind of it has an IRG in there, so you could probably pop that up and do some finger grinds and thumb grinds and all that. All overall, really nice, comfortable in the hand. If you've not seen the SF or the SFSS, I have reviews on both of those yo-yos, so you can check those out if you wish to see kind of a little bit what you might expect in the hand. So not much different there except for the hubs a little bit here. So let's go ahead and see actually how it plays on the string. All right, welcome back to the on the string section with the DLRN. That is it's the word DLRN, of course, with all the vowels taken out. So we're just going to call it the DLRN. If you don't know much about SF, there's sort of an enigma of a company, very mysterious. No one quite knows exactly who runs it. Well, I'm sure some people do, but it's not like posted directly. They just they don't do much write-ups of their yo-yos. They're just like, hey, this is the yo-yo. Here's the specs. You probably like it or you don't. Buy it or don't buy it. And they've been very successful with every single one of their runs, which are pretty small generally, but they sell out pretty quickly, and this one was no exception. So yeah, the DLRN here, well, how does it actually play on the string? Of course, it feels, on a catch and all that, feels very similar to the SF or the SFSS, but has quite the different feel on the string as both the SF and the SFSS wow, were differentiated. But the DLRN has very much a different feel because of the material on it. It has way more of a floatier feel, I feel, than the SF. Yeah, I think more than anything, I would compare it to the SF, the original one. And so it has a really nice feel on the string. It's very smooth for a DLRN. It's not, yeah, I mean, it's pretty smooth. You have a little pulse vibe there, very, very little. On the string, it's dead smooth. I've never played a DLRN that's been absolutely as smooth as a metal yo-yo, but it is smoother than any polycarbonate I've ever played. That V shape that you really like, that I really liked for the SF, is really decent for horizontal tricks and things like that. Really keeps it away from those walls. The IRG on this is pretty decent. Pop that up there. The finger spin cups on there aren't quite locking as much as you'd think, because there's not really like a dimple in there, but it certainly goes to a point. And so if you get in there just right with your nail, you can lock it in. I'm no expert at finger spins, but you can get it in there. Yeah, see, I didn't quite lock it in. But you can, I've had a couple times where I've been able to lock it in really quickly, but it still works really well for finger spins. All right, let's go ahead and throw a trick. Whatever. That was sloppy. Anyways, all right. So the DLRN by SF Yo-Yo. So what's my final opinion on this? Really like the shape. I really think it's fantastic to see a company just kind of, you may say, hey, it's not being really creative, but I think it's really cool. And to see that they use the same kind of shape and same everything, and see what happens if you just mess with it. So that you have the SF, which is the full monometal aluminum, and then you have the SF-SS, which is the bimetal, and it's the same kind of shape. And now we have DLRN. And they all play very, very different. Even though they feel a little bit similar in the hand before you throw them, they play very different. And the DLRN here is no exception. It has its own unique properties. Of course, it's better for finger spins than any of the line itself. And it just plays really nice, really smooth for a DLRN yo-yo, and also just kind of really long spin times, really comfortable in the hand. It's going to take everything you can throw at it. So all in all, really like the DLRN. I mean, a fantastic price point, which of course SF is all about, really quality yo-yos at a really good price point. So the DLRN here is no exception. So go check out the DLRN if you haven't had a chance to. This is my review of the DLRN. Good day and good yo-yo.